There's Fish Lake. And here we are on the top of Fish Lake Hightop again. Hey everybody, MinerBiker here. As you can see, we're back someplace we've been a time or two before in some videos, and I've been quite a few times on the very summit of Fish Lake Hightop, all 11,000 something feet of it. What we're doing today, me and the dogs, we just hike-a-biked and rode our way up Pelican Canyon from Fish Lake, and we're going to turn around and ride back down Pelican Canyon. It's one I've never ridden yet. I've hiked it a couple of times and now just hike-a-biked up it. I've never ridden down it. It's steep, it's rowdy, and it's the most direct route from here back to the lake. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to drop back down Pelican Canyon. Absolutely beautiful up here. It's a little hazy. Got smoke from wildfires down in California right now. Hope you enjoy the video. Hopefully we don't die going down this. It's gonna be a wild ride. I got a short little hike back down from the summit down to the Hightop trail down here. I stashed the bike. The main Fish Lake Hightop plateau down here. Big old high, almost kind of plain up here. It's huge. We're on the Hightop OHV trail. Backtracking southwards slightly from Hightop itself, from where the OHV trail ends and the Hightop single track trail starts. We're backtracking south along the OHV trail a little bit over here to where the Pelican Canyon Trail starts. Right here, road does a little bit of a curve here to the right, and this sign is for the top of the Pelican Canyon Trail. Pelican Canyon Trail, Fish Lake Highway, Fish Lake itself, 5 miles. And obviously here, you can tell, the trail's not exactly super obvious at this point. There's some rough little cairns. So basically, just kind of cross country this direction. And we'll pick up actual trail here shortly. For now, pretty much just head this way. All these few cairns that are out here. And then just kind of out of nowhere, the trail takes shape. Not that it's that much of a trail, but more of a trail than it was a second ago. There's lots of little game trails and stuff that crisscross around up here. Sometimes you'll see something that looks like a trail. It's not. Just deer and elk. That was the easy part. Now we really started going down. Now it gets steep. Really steep blue switchbacks on this, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to ride them all. We're gonna give it a try, give it a shot. Squeaky brake. Not sure why his deal is. Woo! Alright. Right down those initial switchbacks. Yeah, that was gonna be tricky. Not too bad though. Really need to learn how to do a nose pivot. That'd help out a lot, although a nose pivot would be really hard when the trail's that loose. You try and grab the front end to do a nose pivot, and the front end probably just slide out from under you. Tree down. That's a little steep. Take a little break for the dogs, get some water. Nice little pond over there. Got a trail fork right here. That's where we just come from. You can see Fish Lake Hightop, 2 miles. That's the Pelican Canyon Trail heading on down towards the lake. This is the other Pelican Canyon Trail. I think it's just like Pelican South Trail, South Pelican Canyon, something like that. So this goes over here past the little pond over there and then climbs you back up and connects over to the Hightop OHV trail again. And that's actually what I'm going to do right now. Instead of continuing on straight down right now, I'm actually going to go climb up some mix of riding and biking to get up this South Pelican Canyon Trail up to where it tops out. Then we'll turn around and come back down it to this so we can get both of the sections to here, the main trail and the south trail. Then we'll continue on straight down. So we're gonna go hike a bike and ride our way up the top of this one. Nice little pond here where the Pelican Canyon Trail forks. I'd say the remains of an extremely old cabin here by the pond. With a tree growing in the middle of it. A few other old timbers and stuff laying around here. Alrighty, we are back up at the top of the South Pelican Canyon Trail. Back on the Hightop OHV trail here. Hightop. Go up there. This is Pelican Canyon down here below us. Fish Lake straight down in the hole. Thousand Lake Mountain across the way. Boulder Mountain. That way's up down towards Hancock Flat. And right here, Pelican Canyon Trail again. So you can see, starts off similar to the other one. Not really any trail, just a few cairns down through the meadow. You just follow those and eventually the trail starts to appear. How about you, Hook? You having a good time? That's not a trail. It's just a game trail. All the cairns. It will lead you right. Grass plots. Come here. Back into the forest we go. Yeah, it'll fit under that on the bike. Trees down. Somebody's been up here with like a handsaw, cut just enough for horses to get over it. They weren't, I were not even imagining somebody coming down this on a bicycle. Ah, come on, just got going. Just like that, we're back down the pond. Pond's right there. Trail intersection's just right over here. This is the main Pelican Canyon. The main trail comes down. Let the doggies take a break in the pond. I'm gonna get a snack and we'll continue onward. There's our trail intersection. There on the left is what we come down a little bit ago. Down we go, down the main trail. Old dry dead pine. Stab you. Oh, it's intense. Oh, loose, rugged terrain up here. How you doing, dogs? It's awful rocky, huh? And we're dropping down, so it's getting warmer and warmer. Further down we go. Oh, that's the bottom bracket catcher. so little traction. It really makes you be really good with your brakes. Your back brake, you don't have a whole lot there because it's just going to slide. Front brakes get all your traction and power. But obviously if you grab it too much or at the wrong time, you can wash it out easier. You gotta let it keep rolling, but it's got your braking power, so it's always such a balancing act coming down stuff like that. Use the back brake as much as you can without just sliding. Use the front brake as much as you can without washing out. And then just work the two, feather them together. Pretty much down that real gnarly stuff. Boys, somewhere down here, ready to stretch where there's a little bit of water. Doggies, can't really see them in the forest, but they're down there. One little spot down through here where even with this dry as it's been, there's still a little bit of water. Down there getting them some beverage. Oh, it's a wild little trail coming down that. Good boy. Okay, I know it's kind of annoying on the video, but we're getting down here where there's quite a few, often you get people hike up here from the Bowery Haven campground and resort down here. Hike up in this lower part. So I'm turning the bell on. I know it's can get annoying on the video, but I'm gonna run it just for this lower part here. If we're gonna run into a hiker, now here's where it would be. And I'd much rather put up with the bell noise than be one of those bikers that causes issues with hikers. We're all out here for the same reason, we're just doing different ways. So best we all just get along. Plus it's also opening up a little bit more, trying to go a little faster. So many aspens. My wife and I hiked this last fall. Some of the aspens were just bright yellow, and it's absolutely incredible out there. Trailfork. Here to the left is continuing on the main Pelican Canyon Trail down to Pelican Promontory, where that meets up with the road and the Lakeshore Trail. This is a little trail that kind of cuts off right here and drops you in the backside of Bowery Haven Resort. There's also kind of a cool little view over there. So we're just going to detour over here. We're not going to drop down to the resort. We're just going to detour over to where you can kind of look down on the resort and the lake. Then we'll come back to here and keep going down the main trail. A little bit of a pro tip. You come up here to ride the Lakeshore Trail. If you're going to ride either the whole loop or just all the way along this west side, especially if you're going south to north along this west side, then it's best just to stay on the main Lakeshore Trail. But if you're going north to south down this west side of the lake, when you get to Pelican Promontory on the Lakeshore Trail, as you turn off onto the Pelican Canyon Trail, come up to this, and then where this drops down into Bowery Haven is actually really fun and really pretty. And it's more fun than just stay on the Lakeshore Trail. It drops you down. Yeah, there's your tip. You can come up, look, tie in this little detour if you're going south and north along the west side of the lake, but the climb up out of Bowery Haven would be worse on this trail than on the main trail. This trail actually forks a little bit right here. That left one takes you straight down into Bowery Haven. This right one takes you and traverses along the hillside a little further and then drops down into the campground right on the south side of Bowery. There's Fish Lake. This is looking down towards the south end of the lake. This is the Bowery Haven Resort right here. You got the main lodge stuff further along. So again, this trail that just forked off just barely right back here drops straight down into the back of Bowery Haven. I wouldn't really recommend that one. Then you pretty much ride right through the middle of the resort, especially if you're with dogs like me. It's kind of a little sketchy taking dogs right through there. Well, there's lots of traffic and activity. The best thing is to keep going on this trail. This way, it traverses along the hillside and then drops down through the gorgeous aspen forest and actually comes down through one of the campgrounds over there, and then you can cross the road, hook on the main Lakeshore Trail. That's, especially if you're going north to south along this west side of the lake, that's the route I recommend. Pelican Promontory, turn off the Lakeshore, up Pelican Canyon, then hit this trail. It kind of drops you down into the Bowery campground over there. Anyways, that's just the way I do it. I like it. Back at the intersection, back on the main Pelican Canyon Trail. Finish it out down here to Pelican Promontory. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, have fun. Oh, it's fun to see a fellow biker out here. I'm guessing he's not going up Pelican Canyon all the way to Hightop. You never know, but I doubt it. Not too many other bikers will do something like that. He'll figure out a way to shuttle up to the top on an ATV or something, right down it. Not hike a bike up it and then turn it right down it. I'm just nuts. I admit it, proud of it. That nuttiness has taken me some amazing places. Allowing me to do some truly amazing things. Otherwise I would not do, and that hardly anybody else will do. How's it going? How are you guys? You're good.
15 years.
Enjoy. This is Pelican Promontory up here. Looking down on the lake. The Lakeshore Trail heads that way, comes up from over here. This is Pelican Canyon that we just came down. Some nice folks over there the dogs just made friends with. Hey look, actually got some shade for the first time today. We're gonna take the Lakeshore Trail back up here to the north end of the lake. Hit the trailhead up here, that's where I parked at. Cruise down this road from Pelican Promontory just a little bit. Back on single track. We'll take that back up to the trailhead. There's the Lakeshore Trail. Make sure the dogs are with us. They're getting tired. There's a creek crossing up here. We'll stop at again. Woohoo! Water! Even more water! You all doggies earned yourselves a dip. And yeah, you like that water? Hi, Hooker. Doing good, bud? Cool you off, cool and wet paws, get a drink. Can't ask for much more than that. Time to refuel with the honey stinger. Chocolate waffle on the menu today. I already had some energy chews and a vanilla waffle and a protein bar on this trip. But right now, chocolate waffle it is. You silly dogs. Hi. Are you tired? Good boy. Such a good trail dog. Here's me picking up speed and gaining on him. He just pulls right off and lets me go around by. He didn't have training, he just figured it out. Come here, dog. Come here. Come here. Anya, come here. Folks, I grew up riding horses, and that right there behind me is why I don't do it anymore, because it can be a pain in the butt sometimes, especially if you have a horse that's not particularly well behaved. I was lucky to grow up with some really good horses, but bikes are so much easier, trust me, so much easier. Alrighty, so our friends with the horses just pulled out. Again, I grew up riding horses. I did it a ton. That was our wasn't just a thing we did, that was pretty much our life, our lifestyle growing up. And I absolutely love horses. I still do. Those are some of the greatest memories I have growing up doing that stuff. I still love them. They'll always have a special place in my heart. They're one of my very favorite animals. They're absolutely incredible. But bikes are so much easier. Just seeing that situation there, is those two horses were kind of balking around and giving those guys a hard time and everything, and it just reminds me how easy bikes are. You just roll up, toss her in the truck, good to go. Take it back to home, throw it in the garage and park it. Give it a spray off, good to go. With a horse, you gotta have a space to keep it. You gotta feed it. You gotta do enough with it consistently to be fair to it and justify its existence and stuff. Bike's just so much easier and cheaper. I mean, people complain sometimes about how expensive mountain biking is. Mountain biking is nothing compared to having horses. Trust me, once you actually have the mountain bike, you don't have to feed the thing, you don't have to pay for property to keep it, you don't have to have a big truck and a horse trailer just to haul it around and stuff. Yeah, I'll stick with my bike, thanks. As much as I loved my horses, those wonderful years growing up, I'll keep my bike. Anyways, that was fun. That was cool. That was definitely quite the adventure. That's a tough climb to go up Pelican Canyon. There's a lot of hike a bike just because, as you saw of the video coming down it, there's a lot of stuff that is just insanely steep and loose. There's no way, even on like an e-bike, you're not going to climb up some of that stuff. But man, that was fun to come down. That was wild. There's a few spots where it was getting a little out of hand and I was starting to wonder if I was going to die or not. But thankfully I didn't. And it was a lot of fun, and I'm going to put those trails on Trailforks, so by the time this video comes out, the trails probably will already be on Trailforks. So anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out Fezzari Bicycles. It's amazing. And give a like, give a share, give a comment for the trail dog, the one who's over there in the brush because he's still not tired, and the little one who's here in the truck because she is tired and ready to be done and go home. So we're going to go home. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, please do so if you'd like, and keep digging up new places to ride.